Matthew chapter 13, verse 3 through 23. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them. Some fell upon stony places, where they had not much earth. Forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. But when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But others fell into good ground, and brought forth some 100, some 60, some 30-fold. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And when the disciples came, they said unto him, Why speakest thou to them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore speak I unto them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears hear, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye the parable of the sower. When any one heareth the word of the kingdom, and understandeth it not, then come the wicked one, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. That is he which received the seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receive it. Yet hath he not root in himself, but endureth for a while. For the tribulation and persecution ariseth because of the word. By and by he is offended. He has also received seed among the thorns, is he that heareth the word, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. But he that receiveth the word unto good ground is he that heareth the word, and understand it, which also bear fruit, and bring forth some 100, 60, and 30. Okay, there's a lot here. So this is just another way of saying that, you can receive the word, but if you don't get rooted here, you don't get no root in you, the evil one's going to take what you got. He's going to take what you've already got in you. That's why you see so many people that's weak in the church. When problems come, you see them fall away. I used to be one of them. I used to be weak because I didn't read my Bible. And without my Bible and Christ's power, I'm still weak. So you have to come to the realization that you are weak. No matter how strong you think you are, you're a weak person spiritually without these words inside you. This is our nourishment for our spiritual person, and without it, we're weak. And Jesus told us that without root And without His words abiding in us, that we can do nothing. It says a couple of different situations here, like the one that fell by the wayside was, the one that the wicked one catcheth the way which was sown in his heart, and he that received the seed was the one that received it by the wayside. But he that received the sown into stony places, the same that he that heareth the word and receive it with joy, yet he has no root in himself. So it's basically like where Jesus said that he compared someone that hears the word and does not the word, that don't do the word, to somebody that built a house on the sand, that when a tribulation comes, you're going to fall. And it's the same thing. It's the same. It's just a different way of saying it. But that's exactly what he was saying, was that if you don't put his words into action, you're going to fall. If you find yourself every time something happens wanting to go back to the way you were, and I used to be just like that, when really bad things would happen in my life, relationship problems or anything like that, I always want to go back to my old lifestyle, because that's how I coped with my problem, instead of relying on the source, which is Christ, to get me through it. So if you're finding yourself doing those things, you have no root. You have no root. You're probably not connected to the vine at this point. And without being connected to the vine, there's no power in you. You have to eat his flesh and drink his blood, or you have no life in you. Those are the words of Jesus. Why do you think I keep hammering in that you have to read this word every day, or you have to be studying this word, right? Without this, you have zero power, okay? Zero. You're going to be white knuckling it through life, just hoping for the best. But with this, with the words, right? When you eat the flesh and drink the blood of Christ by reading and studying this word and asking for wisdom and understanding, his power is in you. And when we realize that we are weak, and we can come to the realization that we can do nothing without him, that's where he thrives. He thrives in weakness. He thrives. His power thrives where we are weak. And I know that's not something that somebody wants to admit, that, hey, I'm a weak person. But I look back in my life and I realize that I am a weak person. And without these words taking place in my life, priority in my life, I can't accomplish nothing. Especially spiritually, I can't do anything. I can't overcome all these things that had strongholds in my life. With the power of Christ, I've been able to overcome these things this year a lot. I'm a work in progress, but these things that have been a stronghold in my life for 40 years, I was a Christian for 20 years, and I still had the exact same problems. We have to rely on Christ, and if you don't, you're going to be struggling. You're going to struggle in your spiritual life. He's going to give you more of him if you come to the realization of these things. He says that who hath is going to have more, and who don't have what he has is going to be taken from him. So read these words, put them into action, because it says, he that received the seed into good ground is he that heareth the word, understandeth it, which also bear fruit, bring forth some 100-fold, 60, and 30. Now, exactly what I said. You better put these words into action. It's not as hard as you think it is. You just got to do it. All the gospel is saying the same thing, and the words that they're saying is to believe in Christ and to love people. That's the whole New Testament, and a whole bunch of more words. It's those two things. He tells you how to do it. He teaches you how to do it. He teaches you that these words are our teacher, and they teach us what he wants us to do and what he don't want us to do. But if you don't know these words, you're going to be walking around doing these things that you're not supposed to be doing. Just going and listening to somebody preach a couple of times a week, you're not going to know what you're supposed to do. Preaching's good. I think it's a good thing. But if that's all you're doing, you're in bad shape. I was there at one time. That's all I cared about was just going and getting a little preaching a couple of times a week, and I thought I was doing something, and it's not even close. Not even close. You don't know how much more he has for you, but it takes a little action on your part. A little action on your part goes a long way, because once you start diving in and doing the reading and the studying and the work that he puts in front of you and the people that he puts in front of you to help you, you obey when it's time to obey. I don't go out looking for people to help. It just happens. You know what I mean? He puts people in front of me to love, and I love them. And that's all you got to do. Just be obedient, and he's gonna bless your walk more than you'll ever know. But if you don't do anything, you'll never know. Blessed is the man that does the will of God. Does the will of God. It's gonna be blessed. I want y'all to know. Y'all have a good day.